to sell more tickets. Come on, Cal. Come on. That's
I always knew I wanted to be a mom. I always knew I wanted to have 12 kids. So one down, one on the way, and how was the have 10?
Everyone knows that. Crazy has been clear about her desire to have a kid and her continued relationship with Blueface, which Blueface has substantiated, so why are Blueface and Jaidyn plotting to discredit Chrisean? Chrisean appears to be attempting to undermine Blueface and Jaidyn by using receipts as proof of her dishonesty, given her recent inappropriate behavior and his accusations that she is lying. Blueface coerced Jaidyn into cooperating. You won't believe Chrisean's insane performance, which gives the impression that she's trying to trash Jaidyn and Blueface. Is her affection for Blueface still present?
You don't touch nobody's dude. You don't do none of that, right? Try to let everybody know I'm not the bitch that's gonna pull up, right? Y'all saw me on the live. You saw me.
You know what? These two charges are elevating Messy to a whole new level if you thought the drama between Blueface and Chrisean was over. The drama was recently, if you will, amplified by Blueface. As everyone knows, Blueface asked Jaidyn to marry him last week. The untidy king that he is. Blueface recently said on social media that he would never ruin Jaidyn. Jaidyn didn't support me or my music when I didn't marry her. And she told me that I would never be P. Diddy or Nipsey when I went to the studio. So he said that I never really took her seriously when I got on. Chrisean was clearly jealous, and the proposition had truly angered her. I believe we all had the same expectation, and she must have thought Blueface would pop the question. I'm sorry for not being able to say, F my son for you, he said. I've always cheated, and I accept full responsibility for my involvement in these women's lives. So I find it incredible that you would ask me about it. A lady might as well kill herself if she makes me pick between her and my kids. When he proposed, it was still gorgeous and clear that Crazy and the rest of us found out about it on social media. But I only know that it was a slap in her face because Blueface had to show up. Blueface, of all people, has been acting weirdly ever since the proposal, so it must be messy now if she's telling you to behave properly. The proposal happened a few days after Chrisean F and her new partner, Mayu, published the song Mr. Take Your Beat, even though it first made a lot of sense. Since Blueface dislikes it when Chrissy attracts other guys, she even changed her tattoo of Jonathan Zirin to Mayabu Zirin in an attempt to persuade her fans that the predictably Mr. Blueface's strange actions made fun of prison on Twitter, allegedly stating, I got somebody who ain't never been with anybody else, and can't nobody say they ever had my wife. It seemed like a tried and true method of making her angry. I won because of the hint. Jaidyn is in a lot of pain because she has a ring, 2 children, and a baby daddy. I must be honest with you, if you wish to follow these women, you are a woman. And if you have more than one child's father, it's easy to choose one and go on. They are like a package of life, he continued by asserting that he depressed. I'm happy to have someone I know deserves all of my attention. And Jaidyn and I couldn't have imagined how our love would blossom after so many unsuccessful relationships. Blueface said that he veiled her by claiming that the proposal had nothing to do with Chrisean or anybody else but him and Jaidyn. When we found out that Jaidyn had secured a lucrative contract with Kalia Records that would at least give her a reasonable amount of money. But in the end, it made sense that I'm content with my wife and 2 children living together. Chrisean was no longer involved, and there were rumors that his proposal was motivated more by his need to control Jaidyn and obtain her money than by his desire to win her back. She changed tactics and claimed that Blueface was pregnant with her. Again,
Mom, I always knew I wanted to have 12 kids. So one down, one on the way, and how was the have 10?
She also mentioned how happy she was that she and Blueface were still sleeping together without any security on Jason Lee's show. To be honest, This kind of matches with what fans have been saying, but the ring does look a little small on Jaidyn, who is determined to stir trouble and decided to declare that she was still having an affair with Blueface after the proposal. According to reports, Blueface had planned to ask her rather than Jaidyn in order to arouse her jealousy.
So we just had that toxic ass sex. That toxic ass thing never leaving.
She wasn't satisfied and also filmed Blueface and herself on the phone while he was attempting to connect. "There's no winning with you," she stated, "and I'm not a weirdo." She most likely thought she had a lot of support from her fans and that everyone was gassing and pushing her up. She overplayed that hand as well since, instead of receiving praise, followers began making fun of her for continuing to deny that Blueface is the father and for being obsessed with him even after he proposed to someone else. Yes, today is a father, and for being obsessed with him, even after he proposed to someone else. Yes, today's a cash to someone else. Yes, today's a coverage step, she said, blue-faced, but how do you break a soul? She also attempted to openly convey her dissatisfaction with herself for sticking with him. The criticism so shocked her that she said, "Yes, I am still with him, a bad father. After letting a man who doesn't want to be a father to my only son remain inside of me, I had to take a step back. Today, he texted me and what the?" As I almost gave in to the pain, I thought. She eventually clapped out at her and called her out for lying since people weren't buying it. "He urged you to lie online all day long in an effort to enrage my wife. At the Infinity Supper over here, we had a good time. Everyone, hold on. Stop being so self-centered and naive. At the moment, I am disappointed with myself. Go screw yourself, please. Don't hit me. Look for a superior cream for yourself. Upload." The images. The images show a text message from Chun that says, "Don't give up, brother. Finding out whether guys genuinely do you is all I'm attempting to achieve. I'm just like you. It's also unsanitary and dangerous. The way you move, you're going to get HIV by playing about." To be clear, I'm not giving anything away, but instead of her behaving like a gangster in public and then begging for his love in private, I'll be open to hearing what others have to say because I genuinely owe you no allegiance. Even though I'm messy and disagreeable, Lord, I'm actually waiting for you. Blue always showed up for Jaidyn, and Jaidyn loves that she's being exposed in this way. Chun has been tweeting. He made a point of delivering it. Indeed, he aired, but she persisted and is now wed. "Champ babes, you should be beaten up because you're a fan of cloud chasing, which drives you all crazy," they shouted. "You're quite embarrassing." What the underscore is a fan of Clown Chun? If he had gotten engaged to someone else, you should find out more about the kind of individual who would have been barred on side W. The situation is totally out of hand, and Chan is just making herself seem worse. Please leave your thoughts about this untidy trio in the comments box below after seeing this video. Oh, don't bother, guy or girl, please. He is with his middle school sweetheart for a reason.